Yo, what's up? Here's a review for the movie Turning Red. I'm still catching up on a bunch of movies I missed, but this one is basically about a 13-year-old girl, Chinese Canadian, who ends up turning into a panda while dealing with all the stuff that comes with puberty and that, school life of her age and stuff like that. And for me, man, I really enjoyed this movie. Everywhere it went, all the ideas that was playing with, especially with the mother-daughter relationship that they had here, that was really good. And then also just the animation style, the turning the character into a panda, all the effects and just the different background design work that they had here was really nice, and I enjoyed that so much. Little mixed feelings I had was the third act was a little bit too actiony for my liking, and some of the characters, and especially the secondary characters, a little bit too generic. But I really enjoyed this movie. Her friend group is fun, all of the characters are really fun, and everything just works really well. I give it a 4.25 out of 5. Just a really fun kids movie, and I enjoyed a lot what they did here. And to kind of go into a little bit of spoilery territory, the dynamic with the mother and the daughter in this movie really worked so damn well for me. I love that it was an idea of one of them hate each other, or one of them was, angry or mad, or just, always pissed off at each other. It was that this young girl is going through puberty, and part of it is turning her to a panda, which is a cultural thing, but she's dealing with it in a great way. She's breaking down, but the mom is, still there for her and still, helping her out. Even when they're dealing with things like the girl is falling, for boys and all this other stuff, it actually happens, and, it's there and it's embarrassing, but the girl doesn't end up hating her mom, which I really enjoyed out of this. They really had a dynamic here that wasn't, stereotypical for these type of films, and I really enjoyed that. Her friend group, like I said, is really fun. They all have, unique characters. The little, I think she was like Indian or whatever, but that little girl and how she's like really, dour, kind of emo-ish. I thought her character was really fun. All their little friends were really fun to watch. Like I said, a couple of the down parts was that especially like some generic characters were like the dad, who I enjoyed his character, but I would love to see him be more than kind of the subservient husband, having a little bit more to his character, which he kind of did towards the end, but I would love to see that more throughout the movie. The grandma and the aunts were, a little generic, but they were fun as well. Some of the animation is a little bit too hyper and too posy and just moving all the time, but it still worked for what it was, and I still enjoyed this movie so damn much. Like I said, the third act scene, it's a big action scene and stuff like that, but I like that the movie didn't take you into like any crazy different worlds or spend any different time with that, and the little girl stayed a little girl for most of the movie, so I enjoyed that. Great movie.